What's up, you guys? It's 2Bricks, and today we're going to be doing a Let's Build video for my STAP from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. These are a pretty cool kind of personal conveyance for the droids that are given a fair bit of screen time in that movie and also in the Clone Wars cartoon series. There's quite a few pretty rad sequences where characters are hopping onto these, and there's a fun chase sequence. So yeah, I think this is one that I really wanted to do for a little while, and I'm glad to have it. So if you guys are interested to know how to build one of these, it's kind of a more screen accurate version than ones that we've had before. Kind of fits in with my previous speeder bikes that I have, the Darth Maul one and the Scout Speeder. So we're getting a pretty cool little collection here, and like I said, if you guys are interested in building one, stick around because that's what we're going to do right now. Oh, and don't forget, the digital file for this model is available down in the description for free. You guys can just get it and see the parts that I used, make substitutions, color swaps, etc. And also use that to order the parts that you might need if you wish to build one of these for yourself. So yeah, let's get into how to build one. All right, you guys, as usual, these are all the parts that you will need, and we're going to start off by assembling the base. So we take one of these 4-wide dishes, and we plug one of these pretty old transparent arm pieces into it, and then we plug a 1x1 trans clear plate into the front of that, and we just line it up. Let's push it down on the table. Line that up just so that the top of it is flat. Then we'll build the kind of main structure that holds in the all the different elements. So this is going to be kind of the central part. So we take this modified 1x4 plate, or a brick, sorry, with the studs on all sides. I'm going to place these two modified bracket pieces on either side, one here and one here. And those kind of make up the base of the engines. And then these parts right here, the two 1x1 cheese wedge pieces, are going to make up the kind of bulk of the engine. And then these 1x1 round plates with the hole in form the front intake of the engine. So then on the top of that, we're going to take one of these black ice cream cone pieces. I'm going to plug that into the top, and that's what holds in the whole kind of gun assembly that the droid holds onto. And then underneath here, we're going to place a modified 1x1 clip. I'm using gray just to vary up the color scheme just a little bit because it's not 100% brown. And then just place a 1x1 brown plate on the bottom. And this 3-long bar makes up the kind of foot pedal section. And what's cool about this is when the droid is standing on this thing, the clip kind of acts like this natural spacer where the feet of the droid just want to kind of sit nicely right there. So that's nice. So we're going to take our slope piece here, and we're going to plug in a 1x3 brown plate and another one on the other side, and then a 1x1 tile onto the front of that. And that's just the front portion of it. Let's see, next we can plug in the main engine assembly into this stud right here. So this stud plugs into this part right here. And we're just leaving this, this gap here where it's one stud sticking up above. And then that's going to go into, oh wait, before we do that, sorry, missed one step. We're going to take our 1x1 plate, round plate. And if you notice on the studio model, there's this little kind of swoop at the bottom, that little ship right there. And so that just gives us that. And then we plug in our base, the 1x1 trans clear, goes into this little gap. It's perfectly left right here. And then that holds it all together. Okay, so next up, we can build the top portion. So we'll take our 1x1, or sorry, we'll take our 1x4 slope piece, plug that into this 1x2 modified brick with studs on both sides. And then on the side here, we're going to plug in 2 cheese wedge pieces, one right there, and one on the other side to give us the nice sloping shape that we need. And then place 2 1x1 clips on either side. And these are what are going to hold the cannon barrels in place. And for those, we're using the regular brown Magic 1 pieces. And what's great about these is they slip right in and they're held, and it's a legal technique LEGO actually designed these to be specifically able to hold into clips at various different angles. And so those just sit in there really nicely. And then we're going to finish it off by putting a black round stud with a hole in it on the bottom of here. And then plugging in this pneumatic T-bar piece into the bottom of that, and that makes up the handlebars that the figure holds onto. Then we just place that on top of the ice cream cone piece, right, like so. And then we're going to take our droid, and I just built up a little backpack for him. I'm just using another 1x2 slope in tan, and placing a regular 1x1 round plate on the back of that, and then that just makes up a little backpack for him. Because I feel like in the Phantom Menace, almost all of the droids had their little packs, and they have like tiny antennae that come off of the back of that, but I feel like there's not really a good way to represent that at this scale, but at least you can give them the pack. And then you just plug in the hands into this part right here, and then you just line them up so that they're holding on with their feet, and there they are. There is your STAP. And the cool thing about this is in the Phantom Menace, they kind of recreate that moment from Return of the Jedi where Luke takes out the speeder bike with his lightsaber, and Qui-Gon does a very similar thing, so it's kind of like a mirror of that scene where he first meets Jar Jar Binks and they have that whole scene in the forest. So I think it's an important part of the Star Wars lore, and I'm pretty glad to be able to have one that more decently represents the shape and the design. So there you go. All right, so there is your STAP, and the collection of little Star Wars speeders is growing. Next time we're going to be doing a sequel trilogy one with Rey's little popsicle speeder from The Force Awakens. I think that's a really cool design, and the one that we got from LEGO was an admirable attempt, but I think we can improve on that a little bit. Yeah, so we've got a lot of exciting Star Wars media on the horizon with The Mandalorian in a couple of weeks and Jedi Fallen Order is coming out, so I'm sure there'll be lots of new, cool, interesting speeder designs to adapt. So hope you guys are enjoying the build series so far. If you are, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. You guys know the deal. If you didn't like it, let me know why. Let me know what you think could be better, and it helps me get better at making videos. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.